Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Del, what are you doing awake?
Hey, Zero. I'm just taking a walk, man. I can't sleep.
No, why not? Is your room not to your liking?
No, man. It's not that. It's just with all this multi-plane, multi-universe, void bullshit, it's got me having existential thoughts, you know what I mean? Like, what is our purpose?
I don't need to have those thoughts, Del. I know why you exist.
You do?
Yes, I know everything. Remember? I'm the smartest being in existence.
Well, tell me then.
Your purpose is to go on crazy and twisted adventures and endure mind-blowing trials, often barely escaping with your life, your soul, insanity. Meticulously written, edited, and voiced by an amazing production team and highlighted by professional quality sound effects and scored with licensed music produced by professional studios, combined with an amazing art and wrapped up in a podcast titled We Suck at D&D, all for the entertainment of the humans of Earth. Del?
I'm sorry, Zero. I was distracted by this new scratch I found on my revolver. I just don't understand where it came from. You know, I try to keep this clean, but, what did you say?
I said... Never mind, Del. We're under attack.
Oh, I get it. I exist to shoot. Got it. Thanks, Zero.
Come get lost in the void with us here at We Suck at D&D podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. All right. So you end up going up to the library.
Mm-hmm.
You see Julian in there.
I'm just drooling.
Well, you just see Julian, like he's gathering up a bunch of books to a table as you walk past him, and you're looking for books that you want to find. I don't know if there's any exchange or
what can I do in said fugue state?
Well, this is before you're in the fugue state.
Okay.
Pre-fugue.
Okay.
You just gathered up.
Okay.
You got a handful of books like you're carrying to a table.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some research, I see.
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm assuming you're here doing the same.
Well, yes. I do have some things that I am wanting to know a little more about.
I'm trying to find some more information about the tablet fragment we found.
Well, if you happen to find anything in relation to Toolsha, then I would greatly appreciate it if you could let me know.
Looks down at the pile of books I have. Nope, nothing here. I'll let you know if I find something. I'm assuming it'd probably be a green book.
Well, not every book concerning Toolsha is green, although most of the ones that mainly concern Toolsha are green.
Yeah. Couldn't see why. Or black. I'm looking for specific documentation for symbols pertaining to star beings, and because there was those carvings on the walls that were depictions of what I assumed looked like star vampires of a different sort-ish. Or no, wait, that was from Mr. Elfman. No, there was carvings of Dagon on the wall. I'm basically just trying to connect the dots between where Ithaquah begins and Dagon ends, and how the tablet fits in the middle.
And Varatha did mention Cthulhu when he saw the star spawn.
Yeah.
Of Cthulhu, yeah.
That.
Well, if I happen to find anything that I feel might be relevant, I'll let you know.
Yeah. There's, what was the Chunthulu? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. Chunthulu. Yeah, if you find anything about that would work.
It's funny because you couldn't even approximate the proper pronunciation.
Oh. I was actually thinking of Chunt from Magic Tavern, but because it's Chunt with 4 T's. That's how you spell it.
Chunt.
As opposed to the normal spelling of chunt.
Yes.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you come across that, yeah, and I'll if I find anything while I'm looking for my stuff about Tulsha, I'll let you know.
All right. That sounds like we have an agreement then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, happy researching.
Yeah, last time I did this, I went a little crazy.
Just throwing that out
And
there.
I'm just gonna walk away.
All right. So, Aleister, you get back to where what Hastings had taken you back there before, hadn't he?
Possibly.
He showed you a book that you had ended up looking through before that tied Tulsha to other great old ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And kind of the same information that I think I might have shared with you before.
You mean about like Tulsha and Hastur being enemies?
Yeah. You read further, you can like use your book as reference to, like, I would imagine you'd take out your book and you'd grab a couple books in that section, lay them out on the ground, and just looking through them, flipping pages, jumping around to different books and doing cat stuff, intelligent cat stuff.
Jumping around on nimbly bimbly.
You start noticing that they're all they all are like in this constant like state of war with each other, or trying, or because of that, keeping as far away from each other as possible, just doing their own thing. But something, and now that you know about the multiverse and the source in the center, they're all seeking this, and they will even squash their differences temporarily to try and approach this source. So they are kind of allying up together to try and get to the source and destroy whatever is at the source so they can take it for themselves, which in turn would also cause just a cataclysmic war that would most likely destroy the multiverse.
Well, that seems to kind of defeat the point, doesn't it?
That sounds bad.
I mean, what's the point in getting all the power if everything is destroyed?
Guess that's why you're not an old
And,
one.
and you kind of remember back on Hastur's like proposal, and what he was offering was kind of like ideal compared to what a lot of them are trying to do, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But anything specific concerning Ithaquah as far as relations to Tulsha?
Well, that was like the
Was
enemies, but
Ithaquah
allies.
specifically mentioned?
Yeah. If anybody was to team up with Tulsha, like they're almost like complete opposites, but they realize each other's strengths at the same time to where they would team up.
Aha. So proof positive that Tulsha and Ithaquah were working together then.
If that's what you want to take from it.
They're in cahoots.
Yeah.
But definitely like what you witnessed at the mountain and everything. Nothing that happened actually it shows any sign of Tulsa was there. Like none of Tulsa's powers were actually like being done.
Yeah.
Aleister still chooses to believe.
Okay. So while Aleister, you're looking over the book, Victor's asleep in his room, like completely covered in wraps, all writhing all over the place, all over him while he's sleeping. And an alarm goes off.
In the DDA?
In the DDA.
What kind of alarm? Like
alarms?
woo woo or
Yeah, it's like
One we've never heard
red
of.
flashing lights.
It's a klaxon.
Just red flashing lights in the library, in the bedroom, like up in the living quarters. And you hear Sarah just like kind of like coming through like some kind of speaker, like magical, like just in the air. She's like, Aleister and Victor, get to the seal room now.
Okay. I mean, Aleister Aleister. I'm going to decide what Aleister does. Victor, I mean, sit up.
All right, so so y'all are making your way to the seal room.
Or
Aleister, you notice that Julian's not at the table. You notice that he's not in the library anymore.
I also noticed that he wasn't requested in the message.
Yes, you do notice that.
So did everyone at the TDA.
And we'll cut to Julian down in the seal room. Julian, you're in that fugue state, and you're messing around with knobs, like messing with the machines, changing a bunch of things. The seal, the portal is just like kind of like just wong, 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 and like doing all kinds of crazy shit. Robot Aleister, Shadow.
Robot Aleister is just wandering around, flailing his arms, going,
Ay, ay, ay.
You said he wasn't black anymore. He can't be Shadow if he's just a robot.
But y'all named him Shadow. Well, he named himself Shadow.
Yeah.
But Shadow, he's like, what are you doing? Don't touch that. What are you doing? Stop it. What's your name again? Stop it. you just keep doing stuff, and he's like trying to stop you, and you're like just flipping knobs and click clacking, like
click clacking away. Click clack.
See, now he's using the terms we understand.
Yes.
Victor and Aleister. Well, I guess Victor would get in the elevator first.
Yeah.
With Manrose. You go down, it stops at the library. Aleister's waiting outside of the library door. Aleister, you notice that Victor is human.
Oh.
Or in like a human form.
Did Manrose notice this?
Well, Manrose sees you transform all the time.
Okay. And
Or, well,
Aleister
like
doesn't?
he knows that you transform because you try to look human all the time.
Victor, you look different. Did you get your hair cut?
Question: how should Victor sound?
How Victor sounds.
I know. What?
Yeah, you sound like normal Victor.
Okay.
Like you sound like Victor, yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. You just don't look the same as you normally do.
I'm just gonna grab a knob that like should be there and just pull it off and just throw it behind my back.
No. You have like no control over yourself right now.
I want that to happen though. Just pull off.
Oh.
Useless.
Like Victor.
I got you.
Yeah.
Victor will reach into his pack and pull out the cooking spot and want it to be a really, really shiny, reflective pan and look at himself in the pan. He doesn't have a mirror. He just pulls out a really shiny pan he can see his reflection in.
I'm looking good.
And yeah, you see yourself as a human, like the monk human that you make yourself look like all the time.
Oh, I didn't do that.
And you look down at your toes, and you're barefoot, and you got like
Toes.
like you can wiggle your toes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, no need to fret about it. I mean, it doesn't look that bad.
No, it's great. I just don't know what happened. Are we on our way to the seal room?
Well, come on in, Aleister. Like we gotta get. Sarah's saying we gotta get down there now.
Well, Manrose is
Okay,
involved.
very well. Although it wouldn't really be us if we didn't waste some time just jabbering on about something.
Get in here, Aleister.
Oh yes.
We'll figure me out later.
All right, y'all are heading down. Julian, you're still just like fucking with shit, and you see this one thing, and you're just like, and grab like this batch of wires and like pull it out and just drop it, and like it completely shuts down one of the machines, and you just wave your hand at it, and you're flipping shit, and you're speaking, and whenever you speak. And like you're talking about things, it's this other language that's coming out of your mouth, and like Shadow's like, what are you even saying? Like, what's going on here? You need to stop it. Don't make me use my teleportals on you.
What does he say? Party Rock is in the house tonight. Everybody's gonna have a good time.
But in Relayan,
Is that what put him in a trance?
Yes. Party Rock put me in a trance.
Doot, 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 doot. That's what the machine's doing. That you're making the machine make.
I love that. That's great.
and then all of a sudden, like you just come to inside the room, and the red lights flashing, and you see the portal kind of just fucking. It looks unstable. You see a cluster of wires in different places laying on the ground.
All right. Wasn't here before.
You've been here for quite a while, and you've caused a bunch of trouble.
Oh boy, this is No one's dead, right?
I was about to kill you.
Wait.
Messing up Evangeline's machines.
Wait. Oh no! Hold on.
How dare you?
When did the cat robots start talking?
I've been talking all day. What are you talking? You're gonna have to answer for this, mister.
He's getting scolded by a robot cat.
And then Aleister and Victor, the elevator opens, and you're looking at Julian just completely dumbfounded, and this robot cat scolding him.
Did the robot cat always talk?
What? What are you doing here? Where's Sarah?
Well, apparently I'm being accosted by a robot cat I didn't know it could talk at this point. Also, I have wires in my hand. Anyway.
Well, yes, it's inhabited by Shadow right now, so of course it can talk.
Oh.
Wait. How did other Aleister get in the robot?
Oh. It was kind of
Through the portal.
Oh, it's becoming more and more obvious now that they wanted a cat robot.
You didn't figure that out?
No.
When is Julian going to notice that Victor looks like a human? I'm assuming that he's not looking at Victor.
No,
He's probably not even
most of
looking
the
at
time.
Victor. He's looking around. Y'all do see the portal is just like really unstable at the
Is
moment.
Sarah there?
Sarah is not there yet.
Okay.
So what did you do? Did you just come down here and freak out because a cat robot was talking to you?
No, I don't know how I got here. I remember reading a book in the library, and then something.
Well, I'm going to assume you went down the elevator.
I don't remember.
Manrose, did you let him down the elevator, or did Manrose leave?
Manrose's like, nope,
Yeah,
not taking
Manrose
this
left.
one.
Yeah, no, okay. Manrose had left. And,
Like, I will not be blamed for this.
And
He had to go get Sarah.
Evangeline
She's
and
not there.
Evangeline and Sarah, like the elevator door opens back up, and Evangeline and Sarah run into the room. And Evangeline is like, "What the hell happened?" And Shadow's like, this fool was messing with the machines.
Whoa,
He
all right.
made the...
I brought you into this world, you son of a bitch. I can take you out.
Literally brought him into this world.
I don't know what happened. I was in the library and I was reading books and I remember seeing Aleister, and then I sat down and I started reading a book, and then I don't remember what happened. And then I came to and I was in here and being yelled at by what now is Robo Shadow, and the lights were blaring and I had wires in my hand. That's everything.
Sarah's like, what were you studying? And Evangeline is like, what the hell? Like, as she's like fiddling with stuff.
Oh, do I have the books on me, or are they still in the library?
If you reach in your bag, you do have the tablet on you.
Oh, I was looking up stuff about this. I found this fragment, the last place we went, and it was about, or I don't really know what it was about. That was kind of the whole point. I was looking at stuff in the library, but I think it was connected to one of the gods of that place called Ithaca, and it was also had some association with Dagon. And yeah, that just seemed kind of odd, and the tablet was kind of interesting in its own right, so I just kind of wanted to learn some stuff about it, and now I'm here. So
all right, so about half of the things that he said, it sounded like he was talking like the hound was in the house to y'all, to everybody else.
Just so like random words.
Yeah, like some of it was in common, some of it was in that he was talking like the hound was.
Julian, you're talking weird.
No, I'm not. I'm talking how I normally talk. I mean, I'm a little weird.
I know how you normally talk. I can't avoid that. You sounded like the beast, the hound version.
Oh,
whatever it was.
Oh, okay.
You sounded like that just now.
Julian's gonna kind of look around and kind of gauge everyone's reaction.
Have you noticed if
Sarah's
he's human yet?
Looks kind of
Wait, why
like
are you human?
terrified.
Don't change the subject.
Why are you holding a frying pan?
Frying pan away.
He just can't stop looking at himself now.
I just okay. Hold on. Just and Julian will pull out a piece of paper, and I'll start just basically writing out basically what I was explaining, and just hold out, and be like, "Does this make sense?"
And like what he wrote is just in a completely different language. Like y'all don't recognize it at all. It's just a bunch of symbols.
That doesn't make sense. Sarah, what's happening to Julian?
I would like to know what is happening to me now, please.
Yeah, and you look at it, Julian, and it doesn't look like anything you recognize. It's just symbols that kind of resemble like the tablet and some of the books.
Is this work-related stress?
What is that on your hand?
Nothing.
On the palm of your hand, what is
Nothing. Nothing important.
You see nothing.
Ew. Was that
Yeah, y'all
always
do.
there?
Y'all catch a glance of the mouth on his hand.
It's just just a weird growth. I'm trying to get it looked at and healed up. It's just taken a while to fix.
I don't know. Perhaps it's related. Like maybe something's taking him over.
I don't like this idea.
Wait a
Hold on,
second.
you
Wait,
said-
hold on.
Y'all- What is it, Victor?
Something's coming to me. The weirdo guy that we met.
I don't think we've had a chance to debrief with Sarah yet.
No, you have not had a chance to debrief at all.
Sarah, Sir, we
Yeah,
met
the
this guy, and Victor will pull out the guy's card. Yamnol? Is that it?
Yeah, Yamnol or what?
Yamnol.
Yeah, Yamni. Yamnol,
we
I
met
think, yeah.
we met Yammy, and he gave me this card.
It's
I
a
don't know what's
revolution,
that guy's deal
man.
with. Huh?
She said she's reading it and she's like, "It's a revolution, man."
He was strange, but he said that he sensed Tulsha, and I'm going to point at Aleister, and Haster, and I'm going to point at myself,
Uh-huh.
and a star vampire.
Well, maybe he just knew that I was attacked by a star vampire.
Julian was attacked by a star vampire.
Okay.
Yes, and it almost killed him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's we don't have to bring up that part, but okay.
Well, I have never met anybody that survived a star vampire attack.
Wait, which one was that?
That was Evangeline.
Okay.
Or that was Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah.
How did I know that?
Because of the fake British accent. English.
Real fake British accent.
Did that
Fake
show
accents.
up after the star vampire?
I guess.
Are you craving blood?
Victor will take a step back.
Have you felt invisible lately?
I mean, I wasn't. I'm feeling very not visible right now because everyone's staring at me. So no. Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Maybe a lot of. What do you mean to make? Okay. I actually crave blood tremendously. Wait, what do you mean it makes sense? None of this makes sense. In fact,
Well, whatever you're transforming into,
what am
perhaps
I transforming into?
whatever you're, a star vampire.
What? I didn't like the last one.
Like that horrible looking thing?
Perhaps you were gaining some of its knowledge and maybe that fragment. I recognize the fragment. Hastings was talking about it. Perhaps it gave you a better understanding and maybe it's... How did you know it? What were you doing in here?
I don't know what I was doing in here. I don't even remember getting in here. Shadow, what was I doing in here?
Wrecking Evangeline's stuff. You discombobulated the bobulator.
Now you're just making words
I don't
up.
know. I just making words up. And Evangeline is like, yeah, he broke like 2 of my machines completely, but this makes sense. And then she just like flips a switch and like the portal stops being unstable and gets back to normal. The alarm goes away. She's like, if anything, he fixed it. He fixed the problem I was having. And apparently I didn't need these 2 machines.
Good job.
It doesn't feel like I did a good job.
I
You
know.
know, I'm still curious. Manrose, did he actually come down the elevator?
Oh, yes, he surely came down. He was not very talkative, though. He was more mumbling, but
I mean, other
I
than
figured
that, did
he was
seem
just talking
unusual?
to himself. Well, not really. He always talks to himself.
Yeah, that's true.
He kind of ignores me sometimes, but it's okay because he pays me attention too sometimes.
Wait, what'd you say? Yeah, feeling really exposed right now. Not liking this. Can we?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, not really.
Well, the star vampire, is it? Does it hurt? Are you all right?
No, it didn't hurt, but I knew what it looked like, and I don't want to turn into that.
No, that'd be preferable.
Wait, did I turn into that?
No,
No, you don't.
Okay,
that you don't.
okay. Are people still understanding me, or am I?
Right then, yeah, you're totally understandable.
Okay. Is what's the mouth hand doing? The mouth beak.
I say like in your like you didn't know that you had taken your gloves off. But yeah, you could have like put your gloves back on while you're like uncomfortable after it's pointed out.
What I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that was embarrassing and weird. Sarah, you said I might turn into a star vampire, right?
Well, I don't know it. I've never, like I've said, I've never met anybody that survived a star vampire attack before. Everybody I knew that was drained by a star vampire, shriveled up and died.
Well, I did one of those things.
Perhaps you
Technically, I've
are.
done both of those things, but that's unrelated.
Perhaps you are not actually transforming into one, and simply you are an incubator.
I'm sorry, what?
An incubator.
That could be possible. Disturbing, but possible.
Have you been craving strange foods? You know,
I mean,
getting
Seeing as he has the
are your feet
proboscises
swelling?
on his hand, I imagine he is not an incubator, though.
Well, I don't know anything about star vampire physiology. Perhaps the beak is crucial in being able to care for the young.
Yes. Well, too bad Hastings isn't here. He knows more on this. Or he knew more on
can we
this.
not? Can we not, please? Don't like this train of thought. I don't even like the fact that we have two Aleisters in this world now. I thought we left the one back in the other one. And I was crucial in bringing him back too. I'm not really happy with that either.
Yeah, you had no clue. Well, Victor knew, kind of. Well, Stephen knew, I guess.
Yeah, well, Victor and Steven both suspected, but neither said anything.
And you didn't stop me. How dare you?
Why would he? If Victor wants to help people. Poor Aleister can't come out of the dreamlands. That stinks.
Poor
Shadow.
So Evangeline speaks up and she's like, well, hey, on the bright side, I don't think you have to stick your hand in the seal anymore.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
I mean, whatever it is, it you dialed a new coordinates that like I didn't even think was possible, and it looks like I can freely do that now, and you even set up a sensor. Thanks.
You're welcome, I guss. For sure no one's dead, right? No one's.
And y'all just heard him like just blah blah blah, like rah, 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 rah.
Is there a way we can help him to not do that? Because I'm like looking at Sarah.
Maybe there's a cure.
I would like a cure. A cure would be very nice. Yes.
Where is the location? Apparently, it's going to the Dreamlands.
Oh no!
Was that oh no in common, or was it oh no in weird language where we could still tell by his like expression that he was upset?
But like not, yeah, honestly, because we've been using a pocket Dreamlands this whole time with Tanasha's help. But this allows us to travel to like the actual Dreamlands now. Without the we need to get Tanasha in on this, and yeah, Sarah, can you get Tanasha? Oh yes, I can. I will get her. But for now, rest up and prepare for an outing in the Dreamlands. I recommend for Julian and Victor, if you wore those bracelets, just so you have memory of what happens there. Unless you don't want to remember.
Honestly.
But I don't recommend that. I recommend taking the bracelets.
I've already got mine. Victor just hold his wrist up.
I guess.
Victor, you're getting better with your transformations?
I don't know. I just woke up like this. I didn't do this myself.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
I felt the wraps try to go up my face, and normally I don't let them do that, and I was so tired that I just went to sleep and let it happen.
Oh, well, does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
No.
Is Victor still uncomfortable? Is it still crawling around?
No, it's not really. No, it's not uncomfortable.
It actually feels better than it used to. I could feel the wraps before, but I just feel normal now.
Oh, well, I guess that's good. It's odd, but there's so much going on. And she just walks away and goes on the elevator. She's like, we need to get to the bottom of this with Julian. We can't have you potentially losing yourself.
Yeah, I would prefer not to do that.
Was that in common?
Yeah, that was in common.
Okay. Because Victor was about to turn on his hat and see if it did any good.
Roll for dread.
just for activating comprehend languages? Oh no.
The language you don't want to comprehend.
See, that's been the secret the whole time. It's whatever Victor does that causes dread.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, Julian. I'll fix us something to eat. You can sit down and not talk.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know what you just said. Come on.
I think in the meanwhile, I'll go get some practice for the Dreamlands.
Are you going to go sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we have like blood pudding or blood sausage or
maybe a good Bloody Mary.
I think I heard you say blood. I'll make something with blood in it, I guess. We'll stop by the Stout Hearts and I'll get what I need.
Train the Stout Hearts.
The Stout Hearts can make magic food. I'm sure they can magic up some blood for me to cook you with food with.
Is Matthias still around?
Matthias.
No, Matthias. What's his name?
We got rid of him a while ago.
You're talking about
Janice.
Janice, yeah.
You're not drinking Janice.
No, nobody will miss him.
We're gonna
just be like, hey, has anybody seen what's his face?
We're gonna
forget about it.
That simulated animal blood will work just fine.
Just like I'm not eating it, just kind of like mushing it with my hands. Like a kid playing with his food.
It's just drinking it.
He just grabs a blood sausage and it just starts to shrink while he's holding it because his hand is just eating it up.
Fucking
just get this slurping sound with it. Just
like you give it a minute, just fucking burps.
I imagine like the Stout Hearts, like Dastrin. Yeah, Dastrin is just like, y'all make the weirdest request. I mean, I'm glad I'm alive, but I don't know. This is getting weird. No, he's requesting like corpse, like human, like flesh kind of magical food.
The Stout Hearts know what Crip folks eat.
You know what I'm about.
If anything, Victor asking him to make fake corpse meat so he doesn't have to eat real corpses would make him more comfortable.
Oh, okay. And then blood. Yeah.
The blood. Yeah, people make blood pudding and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's made out of blood sausage.
Blood sausages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Victor's going to cook with it.
Blood smoothie?
No.
Bloody tots.
Yeah. Oh.
Just tots and he's dipping them in blood.
I just imagine. I imagine like Julian just constantly hitting the tater tot button and just stress eating tater tots.
Well, hello there, little boy. Don't be shy. Step right up. I'm a rational guy. Don't be frightened by the look in my eye. I'm just your average evil star spawned from out of the sky. Well, I'm just shy and scared in this place. I'm just a fish out of water from outer space. You can see that the trip has left me tired and drained, so why don't you be me a pal and bring me some blood? Go down to your neighbor's place. See the flush expression on his face. You've been doing him a favor if you brought him to me. He ain't using his blood, he's just watching TV. Go down to Mr. McGee's. He hasn't donated blood since 43. His humors are the portrait of delicacy. He ain't using it, so why don't you give it to me? Blood, blood, I won't lie. I'll drink the blood till the zombified. Sure, they might think it's deranged, but they won't give it a thought after slurped up their blood. Thank you all for listening to that. I wanted to do something a little fun with all of the blood craziness going on, so yeah, that was a fun little thing to do. If you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and hop on over to mikesandmonsters.com for all things related to the podcast, for Microphone and Monsters and Stick Shift Incorporated. You can listen to that on the Patreon, as well as ad-free listening and some other bonus content we got going on. We also have links to merchandise if that's something you want to pick up. And any new announcements will be on the page as well. So, also, if you could give us a review, really helps us get some traction on the podcast and allows us to create some new stuff for you guys. So, all music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei at Fallen Highway Studio. Thank you all for listening, and tune in next time.